Welcome back to the Tekowl Podcast. My name is Jane. In today's episode, we will look at 3 simple ways to study better without spending all day at your desk. These tips can help you learn English, prepare for a test, or study another subject. The first tip is simple. Do not only read. Test yourself. Many students read the same page again and again. After some time, the words look familiar. You may think, yes, I know this, but when you close the book, you cannot remember the answer. This happens because looking at information is not the same as remembering it. Your brain needs to do some work. One easy way to test yourself is to use flashcards. Write an English word on one side of a card. Write the meaning or an example sentence on the other side. For example, write borrow. Then ask yourself, what does borrow mean? Wait for a few seconds before you check the answer. Try to find the meaning in your memory, then turn the card over. You may see to take something and give it back later. You can also add an example. Can I borrow your pen? When you answer correctly, put the card in one group. When you make a mistake, put it in another group and practice it again later. A wrong answer is not a bad thing. It shows you what you still need to learn. You can also test yourself without flashcards. Close your book and ask, what were the 3 main ideas? Try to say them aloud, or write everything you can remember on a blank piece of paper. Then open the book and check your answer. You may be surprised. Sometimes you remember more than you think. Sometimes you find an important part that you missed. The second tip is change the way you study. Imagine studying grammar for 2 hours without stopping. At first, you feel focused. After some time, your eyes move across the page, but your mind is somewhere else. You may start thinking about food, your phone, or what you will do later. This is normal. Your brain can become tired when you do the same activity for too long. Instead, divide your study time into different parts. For example, begin with 10 minutes of vocabulary. After that, listen to a short English audio. Then practice 1 grammar point. Finish by speaking for 5 minutes. Changing activities can make the lesson feel fresher. It also helps you use the same language in different ways. Imagine that you learn the word appointment. First, you read the word on a flashcard. Next, you hear it in a short conversation. Then you write, I have a doctor's appointment tomorrow. Finally, you say the sentence aloud. Now you have seen the word, you have heard it, you have written it, and you have spoken it. This gives your brain more ways to remember it. You do not need to change activities every 2 minutes. Give yourself enough time to focus, then move to something new before you become too tired. The third tip is, do not try to learn everything in one night. Maybe you have a test tomorrow. You sit down and study for 4 or 5 hours. At the end of the night, you feel that you know everything, but a few days later, much of it is gone. Your brain needs time between study sessions. Study a little today. Review it tomorrow. Look at it again a few days later. For example, learn 10 new words on Monday. Review them on Tuesday. Test yourself again on Thursday. Then check them one more time on Sunday. Each review may take only a few minutes, but every time you return to the words, they become easier to remember. Short study sessions can also feel less difficult. It is easier to begin when you tell yourself, I will study for 15 minutes. That feels much easier than I must study for 3 hours. Sometimes the hardest part is simply starting. You can set a timer for 15 or 20 minutes. During that time, put your phone away. Choose one clear task. For example, I will learn 5 new words, or I will listen to one short conversation. When the timer ends, take a short break. Stand up, drink some water, move your shoulders, look away from the screen. Then decide if you want to continue. Rest is not a waste of time. Rest helps your mind stay clear. Sleep is also important. If you study very late and sleep for only a few hours, you may feel tired the next day. It becomes harder to listen, read, and remember. Sometimes 1 hour of focused study and a good night's sleep is better than 4 tired hours at midnight. Now, let us put the 3 tips together. First, test yourself instead of only reading. Second, use different study activities. Third, study and review on different days. Here is one simple 30-minute plan. Spend 10 minutes testing yourself with flashcards. Spend 10 minutes listening to a short English clip. Spend 5 minutes saying useful sentences aloud. Use the final 5 minutes to review something from yesterday. Before we finish, choose one tip to try today. Say your answer aloud. I will test myself. I will change my study activities. Or, I will study a little every day. Do not choose all 3 if that feels difficult. Choose one. Try it for a few days, then see what happens. This is Jane from the Tekowl Podcast. Your next study session does not need to be longer. It only needs to be a little smarter. See you in the next episode.